There seems to be this notion in the Dragon Ball community that Dragon Ball Super might get cancelled or it's going to end soon after the Tournament of Power. And this is why I don't think it'll end for a long time. It's because Dragon Ball Super makes a lot of money, not only in TV ratings, like their TV ratings are great. I mean, they may not be great these past couple of days, actually, it's been the lowest yet for Super, but as the Tournament of Power continues and we get to see actual plot continue, then the Tournament of Power will, increase in TV ratings, but the TV ratings have been generally really good. Top 10 in Japan every week almost. But also on top of that, the merchandising sales, by God, they're like up exponentially. Like the marketing behind the Super, behind the Dragon Ball Super is really, it's pushing Super really, really hard. And part of that, I believe, it's not outright stated, but this is what I believe, is because, okay, GT, after Dragon Ball Z, it didn't receive good TV ratings. Actually, the ratings for Dragon Ball Z back in the 90s dropped considerably in the Majin Buu storyline, and that followed through to Dragon Ball GT, where GT actually got cancelled. So it got cancelled, and there was obviously attempts to try to bring the viewers back, and it ultimately didn't work because the show got cancelled after 64 episodes and one TV special. Some of the tactics they obviously, blatantly tried to use was getting back Frieza and Cell in the Super 17 storyline. Obviously, Super 17, as, a new version of 17, the Shadow Dragons, and, all of those types of themes were an attempt to actually bring back that audience, but it didn't work, so it was cancelled. So Toei has one cancellation under their belt that is Dragon Ball related. Now fast forward to Kai in, the Buu arc, that got cancelled. Like, we never saw the Buu arc until 2014 because it got cancelled after the Cell arc. So that's another cancellation. So it kind of didn't do too well at all, really. So that got cancelled, and then it was brought back after Toriko was cancelled. So, yeah, Kai was only brought back because of Toriko. But Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods 2013 done extremely well in Japan and the US, so, and pretty much everywhere. So obviously that led to Resurrection F, and yeah, so why would they have two successful movies, a really, really, really successful TV show, partly based off of those movies? Why would they cancel that? Or not, like, why would they conclude that series if it's making them tons of money? This is the first Dragon Ball thing that's really big in a while, after Kai and after GT, which didn't really do so well. This was the first property in a long time, Dragon Ball Super, to do really well. So why would Toei or Bandai or anyone throw that away for the sake of the story? No, they just want money. And if you follow the hype train, you're given into that, which is fine, because Super, I really like Super, but they're not going to let this go. So there was a old rumor that we wouldn't get past episode 100, or there would only be 100 episodes. That's clearly bullshit, because we're on 101 now. So, well, spoilers for 101. But anyway, so yeah, like, that's not how TV works. If it's doing extremely well, it's going to keep going, especially in Japan and Toei. That's how they work, that's how they function. So yeah, it's like, they brought back Dragon Ball once with Kai. That didn't work. They brought it again. They brought it back again with Dragon Ball Super. Did extremely, the two movies and then Super did extremely well. They're gonna continue on. until Super dries up, and then it'll end, because they now have the leisure, since it's not Toriyama's manga, since it's not based off a manga, they don't have an end really to go off of, so they can just make up new storylines. I don't think even Toriyama has to be involved per se. He is just drafting notes and all of that, but he doesn't really have to be involved at all, and I still think Toei would continue, because it makes a lot of money. That's why Frieza's brought back, and that's why a ton of things are brought back, like the tournaments, for instance. Tournament of Power, the 21st Tenkaichi Budokai, that was when the manga really hit in popularity. Dragon Ball before the 21st Tenkaichi Budokai wasn't really popular at all. I mean, that's kind of strange, since Dr. Slump was extremely popular and, made Toriyama a millionaire, but it wasn't really popular, so Toriyama was like, okay, let's make a tournament arc similar to the Penguin Village Grand Prix in Dr. Slump, because people really enjoyed those, and then the tournament took off with the 21st Tenkaichi Budokai, so I think Dragon Ball Super's kind of following suit with that, and they're just doing what makes it, like what makes things popular, and what makes the show popular. Frieza coming back, perfect example. Why, it all makes sense, actually, because Majin Buu, is when they've, actually dropped in ratings during the original televised, incarnation of the Z anime, so it kind of makes sense, actually, that, they would replace Buu with Frieza. Didn't really think about it that way, but it kind of makes sense. So yeah, that's my little ramblings on the situation regarding Dragon Ball Super and Toei, and pretty much whether they're going to cancel Dragon Ball Super or end it anytime soon. My answer? No, not a chance in hell. They're going to continue this until the well runs dry, and then Dragon Ball will probably remain dormant for a while. Spare, of course, for a few games in between, OVAs and specials, things like that. And then there'll probably be another series or another movie. That's how Dragon Ball is. There's high periods, then there's really low periods for a while, and then it just seeps back up again. That's how Dragon Ball is. Kind of like Star Wars in a way. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. See you guys next time. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Also, it really helps me out. See you later.